Good morning, traders. Matt Weller here, Global Head of Research with FOREX.com. Today is Monday, the 20th of July, 2026. My lungs are still battling bronchitis, and the market is still battling conflicting headlines out of Iran ahead of a data-heavy week. In today's video, I'll break down everything that you need to know ahead of today's U.S. session. Let's get into it. So over the weekend, we had a report from the Washington Post saying that the U.S. may be planning for a wider war with Iran, moving military assets back into the region. This, of course, led to a risk-off move and a rise in oil. We also have several strikes against tankers trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz. However, just ahead of the U.S. Open, we've had headlines that mediators are proposing a 10-day pause on strikes. No news yet necessarily whether that will be acceptable to either side, but the market reaction shows you how desperate traders are for any sign of a pause here, and that's why we see oil actually falling despite the weekend escalation. It's down 2% from Friday's close. The NASDAQ 100 is up 1%, whereas the US dollar is flat. We have a lot of more traditional economic data to watch as we move through this week, and most of it is centered on the European continent. We'll get a UK jobs report on Tuesday, followed by CPI from that country on Wednesday, then a European Central Bank meeting, which could set the stage for an interest rate change later on in the year, but unlikely to result in any immediate changes. That will be on Thursday. And finally, we'll get what might be some of the more timely or market moving data on Friday, the PMI surveys from both the UK and the Eurozone. And finally, we held up this video so that we could get the latest Canadian CPI reading that came in below expectations, much as the US version of that report did last week, coming in at 2.8% year over year, and some of the core measures, trimmed and median CPI, also came in below expectations and below the 2% level. As a result, we're seeing some weakness in the Canadian dollar ahead of the U.S. Open. Here's the U.S. dollar versus the Canadian dollar on a daily chart. We're getting a bit of a bounce here off of the 50-day exponential moving average, which still is in a bullish posture, still rising. The next levels to watch here for dollar CAD, if you're trading this currency pair, are up around 141.30, which was the level of previous resistance. Then support may now be resistance again, and above that, in the mid 142s is where we've seen the highest price for several months. That is today's video. Thank you for taking a couple minutes out of your day to watch. If I could ask just one favor though, before you go, please do drop a like on this video. It's something that really helps us with the algorithms and we'll get more eyeballs onto it. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel at FOREX.com for more videos like this. Thanks again, and best of luck with your trading today.